So my latest work is a portrait of a Polish gypsy poet. Her name was Bronisława Weiss-Papusza, and well, I didn't know her work because I've never been so much drawn into poetry, but it's wonderful to discover things while you're working on it. So, coming back to the topic, it's an illustration for a film magazine because a pair of very famous Polish directors, Joanna Kos-Krause and her husband Krzysztof Krause, are working right now on a film which will be her portrait. And this film magazine, Film Pro, is running an interview with the cameraman of the and like the authors of the whole footage. And they asked me to make a cover for the whole magazine for the next issue. So I first started with searching on the internet how the poet looked like, and I also was lucky enough to find some videos of her just to make more contact with kind of movements she has, kind of facial expressions when she talks, and also read a little bit of her poetry. And it seems that she's like very rooted in nounness, that she takes a lot of inspiration from what's natural around her, but she brings certain magical aspect to it, which it's nice to discover how close that is to the way I perceive my work and world around me. So like in the end, I came out with the idea that we have her portrait and there are 3 cameras, because the cameramen talk about the technique that they use. But in the end, when I drew that, we discovered, like, if you look through the light, you'll see that there's plenty of layers of paper here, because at some point we discovered that this thing with the camera doesn't work that well anymore, that it's too literal, that just having lines, different lines and different spaces of color coming on her face and her whole body and forming it somehow is a metaphor speaking for itself. Then, so there was this suggestion if I could get rid of the cameras, and that was the not planned thing that I love so much, because how can I get rid of the cameras if they're already on the paper and I'm not working digitally on it very much? So, and I didn't want to start the face from scratch because I was happy with the result. So I started just cutting piece of paper, and just accidentally these certain irregular shapes came out that somehow come out of the communication between the flowers that she was always so inspired with and the shapes that happened on her face with all the shades. So in the end, we just came out with a collage, and apparently this discovery seems to be the new direction for me. I'm completely in love with this technique and the effect it gives. That it creates a different kind of depth to work, and well, it's very simple. But on the other hand, the first look at it makes you feel like there's something not right, but not right in a good way.